And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 148. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week as we have it right now. And I hope you guys have a great weekend as well. You know, I hope you guys have every bit of greatness that is going to be thrusted upon you from listening to this show. I'm essentially going to channel the god powers I used to have when I used to do Yu-Gi-Oh content when I became super big on YouTube until they struck down my very first channel for bullshit reasons. I became literally Obelisk the Tormentor, and I came down from the heavens to bestow you guys with my wisdom. Essentially, my brain has expanded so much with knowledge. You guys, your feeble minds can't comprehend how smart I've become. I've literally just become a genius. I'm like Batman in the Omni chair, just sitting there, just gaining all this knowledge. Essentially, you guys don't know how smart I've become.
Brain swelling's going good then.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here to save me, Gray. But yes, as you guys know, all jokes aside, currently right now, because I'm an entertainer and a professional, Lunchbox Warren is our featured guest tonight. He'll be coming on for Wednesdays. We're also going to be doing something on Thursdays. He's going to have a one-on-one with me tomorrow as well. And then I have Sci-Fax this Saturday. We're going to review the first Scream movie, and I'm going to try and make sure I get some more movie reviews out there for you guys. And I guess really like the movie review content here. It has done very well on the channel. But as you guys know, when I talk about movies, I like to thoroughly talk about them. I get when people can only do like 10 minutes. I understand it. But for me to fully feel good about a movie, and I'll go like, I did a good job, I have to get my thoughts out. Like, I just have to. I couldn't do a review for like 10 minutes. Even when I did them solo, I didn't do it for 10 minutes. That should have come to at least 15 minutes, you know? But you guys can expect a lot of good content. Today, I ended up going out of town to Barnes & Nobles to get that one Absolute Power book I'm going to be reviewing with Laps Comic Fan right here. And then what else is after that? We're reviewing Absolute Power, reviewing Scream. And then next week, we're going to review All In. And then after that, we're going to review Ultimate Black Panther. So obviously, I'm leaving the black guys for last. They need to be in back of the bus. You know, usually, actually, when I stack the books, black guys in the back, because they ain't never getting head when I'm around here. You know, I support the white peoples. So yeah, as you guys know, I'm very packed this week. I have a lot of content coming this week. I am booked. There ain't no more openings. Literally Sunday's like the best day I'll be free. I'm not even gonna be free Sunday. I'm watching the Super Bowl because my team's in there, and we're gonna destroy Kansas City Chiefs. We're gonna make Taylor Swift get on her knees, and she will start sucking some cock after her team loses. You know, hey, Blake Lively, if you want to ever leave Ryan Reynolds for me, have me, finance your lifestyle. You could be like my sugar mama. Hell yeah.
Should review Scream and then like The Usual Suspects and a couple of the other movies that are in that spoof, and then watch Scary Movie.
Is this a scary movie for like losers?
Scary Movie is great, especially
you
after
probably
you watch
like
all the
it.
other stuff.
There are some clips out there that everyone uses. Like, oh my goodness, the part where he says he's gay or some shit like that. That shit is hilarious, man. Oh,
yeah, the
my
MSK
goodness.
scene's pretty good. No, dude, that's a legendary movie, man. It's one of the Wayans brothers one.
You know, the Wayans brothers.
The first two are
first
great.
one's really good. It's the other 16 they're not as
The other
great.
First two are good, and there's some moments in the third one that are pretty damn funny, like good slapstick, like the sheriff, her hat just keeps getting ridiculously larger, shit like that. It's like, all right.
Or if you guys ever watched Don't Be a Menace, the part where he's having sex with that girl Dashiki or whatever her name is, Daiki, and he's like, I'm coming. People always clip that out and use it on Facebook Reels when they're talking to girls. I need to do that with girls, like go out of town, have a microphone, have like a cameraman, and be like, would you rate my homie out of 10? And then they're gonna say like the number, and I'll be like, hey, would you sleep with me? Just blatantly straight up, hey, would you rate my drip on a scale of 1 to 10? You know, or be like, what's the one a lot of girls like? They're like, where do you like a guy to leave it at? And then they'll just, oh my God, man, that would be so fun to do. The problem with doing that, guys, I have no confidence, and I couldn't do that because it would come out cringy and weird, actually, you know? So,
yes, not like your streams at all.
Well, we never restart streams. We are always on time. We are literally professionals. Last week literally was not my fault. He messed up the time, and then Gray's whole house just lost electricity, apparently.
True. You also lost your faith. I mean, it's not all on us, MSK. It is your show.
I didn't lose
Come
my
on.
faith. I needed the reassurance that touching grass is overrated and that I had a great thing going on here, and I did not need another life. I essentially visioned my life going in a certain way if I become a certain way, but then I realized to myself that's what a loser would do. A great man makes his own path and forges his own destiny. I just copied that from a fucking TV show, but then again,
No, that's what a great man does. But what should you do, MSK?
God, man, I thought you were fun. I thought you were fun, Gray. No,
I mean, aren't you just
Not-
like
you're
striving
kinda
to be like the best at mediocrity? Isn't that your goal?
you know, my friend said the same thing, and he didn't understand that my brain works in a way where I'm like Batman. I can think about all these different scenarios in advance. I've literally planned so much ahead that I cannot be wrong. Actually, I'm like Shikamaru from Naruto. I have an IQ of 200, and I'm just thinking like 5 moves ahead. Actually, it's like a chessboard in my head, just pieces getting moved constantly.
No, you're very philosophical. It's like mediocrities. No, it makes sense, man.
Yeah, like the episode of Naruto when Shikamaru basically outsmarted Tamari, even though he kind of calculated the distance from a shadow moving from the sky, which doesn't make any sense possible. But getting up against this anime, nothing makes sense really. People can summon giant toads in Naruto. Shit makes no sense at all. But she got rizzed up by a guy. She was in the English story. I remember she was like, "My body is frozen." I was like, if a guy's taking over your body and it's frozen, that's pretty much not a good thing. But hey, man, my boy Shikamaru ended up rizzing up Tamari. It's easy. He's got to just let the girls know, fuck you. I'm in charge. Girls want to be challenged.
Using the Cosby Jitsu. Like, is that what he's saying?
Girls want to be challenged. Don't let them trick you. A girl gets in your face. It's like, fuck you. She wants to be challenged. You gotta don't obviously hit her. Don't do that. But literally just tell her, fuck off, bitches. We're going to do what I want to do. That's it. And what's she going to do? You're paying all the bills. What's she going to do? Bitch and moan? I pay everything, But all right, we'll do intros a little bit and then probably have some guy talk. Guys, I'll be honest here. I was going to watch the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer with you guys, but Universal Studios has been very copyright claimish people. Warner Brothers usually isn't, and Disney usually isn't, depending on which movie it is. But we'll get into some dinosaurs later. Good Lord.
I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's about a group of people going on an island with dinosaurs and all hell breaks loose.
Wait a minute. Are you saying it's like the other 6?
Wait, did you read the script? You got it early, didn't you?
Wait a minute. This guy's on to something here.
Are you one of the writers?
God, man. If Scarlett Johansson ever wanted to go out for dinner, I mean, she's like 40, but it's okay. Older women.
Yeah, she could do better than you.
She did as Ryan Reynolds.
Also better than you. Yes, we know.
It's crazy. He leveraged that cringy, nerdy white guy thing into being a big time celebrity. That's crazy. Who factor in? If no one's seen his recent movies, that's all he is. He literally is a cringy white guy who can't get girls and is nerdy and actually just does stupid shit constantly. That's all.
Oddly enough, Chris Evans kind of did that with Not Another Teen Movie. Before he got into anything else, he did Not Another Teen Movie, and he was like a comic white dude or whatever. So it was kind of weird.
Have you seen Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard?
Ryan Reynolds had a lot more.
Yeah. God, man. In Red Notice, he was like that. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard 2, he was like that. He's like that in Deadpool and Wolverine, or so Deadpool movies and shit. He literally is white guy with daddy issues who's a nerd who gets punked by people. So that all his roles are, But then again,
you can relate.
I'm white. I can relate to that. See, there you go. He's the guy that runs Mint Mobile. So he's cell phone company or whatever, cell service. God, guy's just filthy rich. It's like, how do I break into that category of being even filthy rich? I'm already,
You're halfway there, filthy. Yeah.
Oh, God. I need to break past all these limitations, I need to pass my fears. One day I'll become a Super Saiyan. That black kid that went Super Saiyan some years ago, that was like one of the original funniest YouTube videos, was going on YouTube and watching a black man just yell at the screen. Even though we knew he wasn't turning Super Saiyan, it was just entertaining that he would do it, I think he's Super Saiyan 3 at this point.
It's possible.
It might be Ultra Instinct by now. That dude might have just snapped and just started catching people's punches in front of him. Holy crap, man. But
I know he probably went from screaming to screaming like can't breathe, but I mean, that's just for clout.
All right, Gray, how was your week, man?
It's pretty good, and then I'm here, so it's getting a little bit worse, but it started out strong.
Yeah. Would you like to pour your mustard into my deep hole?
I'm good. Uh, you know, no means no.
Are you Harvey Weinstein?
No.
Yes.
Oh God, I still can't believe in Scream 3 that freaking the plot line of the movie is Sydney's mom did a casting couch with someone and she became crazy. So she like went fucking a lunatic. And Harvey Weinstein is a producer on the movie. I don't know how involved he was in it, but God, the plot of it was casting couch.
They've done that a lot.
Yeah.
They've subtly hinted at that guy for years, and then at the end of the year, they would still like praise him. It's
Crazy,
insane.
man.
He was
These
still-
people are straight up bought and paid for. Like, if anyone doesn't believe that, you're fucking stupid. Ben Affleck knew everything he was doing, so don't talk about it. And this is the thing: is like, unless there's going to be some serious ramifications of him saying anything, it could be maybe he gets like, whacked, maybe his house gets robbed or whatever. These people said nothing, like absolutely nothing, until he actually just went to jail. That's good lord. Like, I don't know what's that word? You're complicit in what was going on. They were complicit in what's going on. How did that guy date Ana de Armas? That's crazy, man. Hey, I dated Mexican girls too. It's papapi momolita mojentes mangalos modestos. No,
Yeah, she sounds real.
yeah. Man, she was a fucking hoe bag in Deep Water. If you guys watch Deep Water, it was a movie that they came by 2021. It was her and Ben Affleck. Oh my god, this lady was a fucking whore bag, and I loved every moment of it. I was watching it for science purposes. She was trying to suck dick when he was fucking trying to drive the car. She was like, saying eat her ass out. It's just great stuff for me to hear before I'm trying to go to bed. Great fat material. I couldn't get any harder from that, honestly. But speaking of me getting harder, Cyfax, how was your week, man?
It was good. I went to award this on Sunday, so that was cool. I was out there, got to run into a bunch of other people, ran into like a Mexican Iron Man. That guy just bought his drinks for like hours, man. I got fucking trashed. Like it was a lot of fun.
Did you see his balance at the end of the night?
No, I left before then. Like I drank too much, and then I had to stop drinking because I was driving home. So I gave it a rest for a few hours and like took a little nap.
Cyfax, you can't drink and drive. It's illegal.
Well, that's why I took some time off and I took a nap in my car, and then I came back. I was like, all right, I'm good.
Oh my God.
We were there for a while. Like we got there at 6. We were probably drinking pretty hard for a couple hours, and we didn't leave till like 11. So I got some good rest in. But no, it was good, and it was fun. And then this week's been okay. I got a tattoo appointment tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. That's always fun.
Hell yeah!
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, yep. If you get tattoos, doesn't that make you like you can't say that word now. You can't say D-bag on YouTube.
Dude, it's funny that everybody like started. So many more people have tattoos now than when I was growing up. But it's like I grew up around bikers and shit down in Sunland, Tahunga. Everybody had tattoos, and I always wanted them. And then when I've been able to afford them now, I'm like, fuck. Well, now everybody at Hot Topic has them, a bunch of 17-year-olds and shit. But I'm like, whatever. I'm still getting them. I've wanted them for 20-something years. Time to get them.
Hell yeah,
that's about it.
I mean, I can't get tattoos because they would not show up properly because I have dark skin. They would be just considered just darkness on there. Actually, Real World Nation, what's up, buddy? Hi Emily and hi Michael. Everyone, Michael guys was roasting me on the chat when I was live streaming going to Barnes and Nobles. My goodness, my friend said he was gonna blow me. Like, what in the world? Crazy stuff. He's talking about he wants to have my smoked meat log in his mouth. I'm like, that's mega gay. Out of context, it sounds even worse.
That's not how it happened. Just got a feeling.
Whose side are you on?
Yeah, I did kind of notice you were writing bitch on that live stream, which makes sense.
What are you talking about? I was trying to grab the freaking I was trying to grab the clutch.
His joystick. Yeah, we got you.
I was trying to grab the joystick. I was trying to move it up and down. It's kind of what you got to do. I'm a pro at this, guys. I might have walked into that one. Just pointing it out there. Everything MSK is saying and claiming that his friend said is actually what MSK said. Oh,
That sounds accurate.
All right.
I believe that.
Lunchbox Warren, what's up, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Been a good week for me. I got my first print run of issue 2 of my comic book done, and been scheduling some cons and art shows for the rest of the year.
Right on, man. What's your comic on?
My
What's
comic
it about?
is called The Adventures of Sig and Joe. It's kind of like Firefly meets Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's got 2 brothers, Sig, who's a walking, talking cigarette, and Joe, who's a walking, talking coffee cup. And it's set in this sci-fi little moon where there's a corporation, like kind of like the Wayland Corps, control of everything. And our heroes are trying to do what's right, protect the little guy. It's like I do a lot of action comedy mixed with heart, kind of like a James Gunn formula. I really like that stuff. Same thing that Firefly had and Guardians and yeah, it's fun. I got the first issue out, and I just finished up the second one, and the third one is an editorial right now. So I'll have 4 issues out by June of this year.
Cool, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome, man.
See,
Yeah,
I know
it's
how
been
to
a journey.
get people. See, I know how to get people on who are productive and want to make things happen. That's kind of like my biggest thing this year as well. I just want to be putting out consistent content, and I want to make things happen that I've been putting off for a little bit. Not because I wanted to, because people don't know. There's this thing called life you guys don't know about. When you become an adult, when you get home, you're very tired. You just don't really have the strength to like do 50,000 things like you used to do that you were able to do when you were younger. So we're going to make things happen. Don't worry. Quality content and quantity. Only I can do that. Only the top G, Rizmaster, can do that, you know? Right, Gray?
Sure. Only you could do that.
Yeah.
Only the person who has titled themselves Rizmaster. Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
ladies love it, man. The ladies can't get enough of it, honestly. That's how it works. What? Okay, I'm not buying sex bots, but holy crap, why do so many
Sure you're
sex
not.
bots like my posts on Twitter? And they DM me. They're like, hey, you want to see this masturbation free webcam trial? Like, no, I'm not a weirdo. Like, what the hell?
Well, when you're
Well-
subscribed to like 15 of them every day,
Yeah, the
like
algorithm knows then.
Oh, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
they got a profile that you fit.
That's not true. Literally, I am someone that will never watch that because that's someone's daughter. I would never do it.
You're right.
That
You're
or
only
they
looking
that
for
or they
their
think
sons.
Master Swag King is the name of like a gay lube company or something. But
Whoa, whoa. Hey, I'll say this right now. If you're having anal sex, you're supposed to use lube, right?
you're supposed to.
If you're nice.
Oh my gosh. So, like, what if you essentially clean her out with your tongue?
That's on you, man.
Are you
Like,
are you thinking that means you don't need lube then?
I
Like,
mean,
I think it still applies, but you know.
wouldn't your tongue saliva be the lube at that point?
I don't think it works that well that way.
Yeah, I'm not sure what viscosity your saliva is, but yeah,
I mean-
they're not interchangeable.
I have a scented tongue, so my lube is gonna taste like chocolatey goodness. Ugh, God. Ugh,
Huh.
shit. Like, you know, if
well,
I
considering like the lube from your mouth probably just came off that dude's pole you were driving with, I mean, maybe that'll work.
oh god, man. The thing is, sex is easy with girls. You guys got to stop thinking sex is hard. You just thrust in them, you pull out in time, and you finish on their faces. Easy. How
Pay them
hard can it be?
$200 and then they leave.
Fucking hell. That last part.
You think he's got 200? Come on.
$200 for what? To last 5 minutes? Fucking hell,
Oh,
man.
we talk afterwards. Get your money's worth.
You talk to them afterwards? Oh my dude, women be saying the most retarded things on this planet. I don't want to talk to
Sure, women say that.
Yeah.
Not you.
Like,
Women.
I'm being honest here. I would never pay for sex work because I can get women easily. The problem here is like, would I want to stomach them afterwards? It's like, do I want to actually conversate with you? You know, I thought you were a cum dumpster, essentially. And it's like, do I look at you any way different?
It's
No,
like my
just
grandfather used to
competition. I
tell
get
us, you don't pay for sex, you pay for her to leave afterwards.
Oh,
He's a
God.
wise man.
So me and Cyfax are eligible bachelors. Gray's married. I never asked Warren, are you married?
Oh, no. I draw too many comics to have a girlfriend or a
See?
social life or any form of life.
Or grass touching or
How many comics have you drawn then, MSK?
Oh, I've drawn some stick figures back in my day. I've been known to utilize my pencil very good. I've been good with my hands my entire life. No cramps, actually. I might have arthritis then. No.
Kung Fu Grip, though.
Hell yeah. Man. Oh God. I was watching this Facebook reel on for Sanford and Son last night. He was like, there's so many ins in here to make a Tarzan movie. Like, what the fuck? Oh God, man. Fucking comedy will never be like that is, man. Oh goodness. Sanford and Son and fucking like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Them shits is just chef's kiss of comedy. Holy fuck. All black people too. None of this racism, DEI bullshit back in the day. They wanted to cast a black guy, they just casted a fucking black guy, you know? Oh,
wait, that's your alpha and omega.
Goodbye.
It goes from Sanford and Son to Fresh Prince. That is just your comedy.
Did you
Okay.
watch I didn't, did you watch the Jeffersons? Because I did. It was okay. Jeffersons was all right.
You
I
couldn't
think Good
relate.
Times-
They were moving on up.
Wow. Literally wow. Good Times was better. Oh, what else? I used to watch the Monsters as a kid. Remember the Monsters?
I do. They were awesome. Rob Zombie tried to bring it back. Didn't quite work.
He did. Oh my God, he did. That was oof. Rob Zombie. What a weird guy. Actually, that Halloween movie. I think his reputation will always be tarnished because of the Halloween movie remake he did, the 2007 one, where he had the Michael Myers and the trash hillbilly family. That's the only movie people remember him for. Is just the Halloween movie. That's crazy. He did, other movies as well. That Halloween 2 is really bad. Like, I don't think the 2007 one is that bad, but that
The second one is so much worse. He didn't have a script. He was just driving after leaving the set one day and saw a white horse. So he's like, that's going to be like the main part of the movie. It's all going to be about the white horse. I don't know, man. The second one is so much worse.
That second one is
come on,
bad.
he's known for House of a Thousand Corpses.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I have.
Or the
Yeah,
Devil's
makes sense.
Rejects. Some people like that. I didn't like either one of those. I didn't really care for them. The
I was
acting in
still
it is
wondering what the plot
just
was.
awful.
It was just like them
I was
doing
wondering the
crazy
same thing
shit.
too. In Halloween 2, his Halloween 2, I was like, what is the plot of this? What?
He didn't have one.
Yeah.
Because I understand with the first one, he said the studio was meddling so hard. I understand that. That is
Yeah, they were
understandable.
making him write a script, the first one.
Yeah, but the
Can you believe it?
Excuse me, Rob. Excuse me, sir, Zombie. Do you want this camera? We notice you don't even have cameras here. It's like you're meddling too much.
But wasn't his fucking wife like a stripper in those? It's like, Rob, we
You mean
know your
Sherry
wife's
Moon
hot.
Zombie?
Yeah, Sherry
She's heavily featured in everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything he does.
Okay, Rob, we know your wife's hot, but can you please get the cameras off her ass? You know?
Well, you haven't
Keep
heard
her
it
away
on the
from
cost of
acting
anything.
in general. Just put her in the back as a stripper or something. Don't let her talk.
So most
Terrible
women, right?
actress.
I never
White
watched the
Zombie was
Munsters remake he did. Did she play the Munster wife?
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course she
remember her
did.
name, but
This
Yeah.
man, people think James Gunn has nepotism problems with his wife. Rob Zombie has him beat so hard, man. This man put his wives in everything. This man just I get it. You love your wife. I'm glad they probably love each other a lot. But goddamn, because she cannot act. In the Halloween movie he did, the mother she was trying to play to that kid, that was so beyond force. That lady was not trying. That is. There's no mom that has that happen to her and she's not sobbing her eyes out, But she's talking to this kid as if like that's a normal kid she's talking to. Yeah, my kid just actually just straight up offed all my family. Hey, would you like a cupcake? What's wrong with you? It's not a normal thing. That kid might kill you. What in the world? Good fucking God, man. I will say this. I don't think the movie was trying to get you to be sympathetic to Michael Myers. That was the thing people mostly took away from it, was that, oh, he's trying to get you to be sympathetic towards Michael Myers. It's like, I don't think so. Would you be sympathetic toward a kid that just straight up murdered his stepdad, killed his older sister, her boyfriend? You know, I don't know if that's meant to be sympathetic. Also, he was murdering animals before that. I don't think that's sympathetic. I think the point of that was to show you the descent of how someone's life could be messed up and they just start descending into fucking madness. Because at school, he was getting bullied. He killed that bully with that stick, right? Before he ends up going off that night. If anyone sympathized with that, you need help. I'm just pointing out, you think that guy's a person you want to reflect on. You're crazy. Let's just say that, you know? Because I think the problem with the movie later on is that if you're going to go that route that he did, you have to fully go that route, because later on in the movie it just becomes a carbon copy of the original. Like when it's revealed that what's fucking the daughter's name, the sister is like all older now and she's like got a new adopted family. Anything in the third act is just a copy of the original. I was like, yeah, if you're gonna be different, can you be different the whole way? You know, it's just a copy of the original after the third act. And then, man, God, it's like, how did she beat him? She's running up and tackling this Tyler Mane buff guy, and she tackled him out of the window. It's like, no, he would grab her midway and throw her out and kill. There's no way she beats that guy. Such plot armor to the max, you know? But hey, women, final girl, they have that trope. But hey, if you like girls in movies, you're a bigot. You're a fucking sexist. It's like, no, I've watched movies with plenty of female leads. Just depends on which one we're talking here.
That's really not why people are saying.
They're usually just called horror movies.
Yeah, that's just kind of horror movies in general. You have hot women, you know. As evidence, as you guys know, I love Scream, and Neve Campbell has led all those. Well, every movie but one of them. No, sorry, yeah, she wasn't really the main lead of Scream 5. She was kind of like added in later, but you know, you get to the point there. Neve Campbell's still pretty hot. Neve, if you ever want to, you know, have some hot black guy in your life, look no further than me. No.
Yeah, he has the numbers of many of them.
MSK, can your imaginary wife act when you think you're giving her an orgasm?
He can get you a hold of Michael B. Jordan.
Oh wait, you wouldn't know since you're faking it and she's not real. Wow, Michael, why are you never on my side? Good Lord, man. You guys just don't believe me. I would never lie to you willingly. I would only lie to you because I just hate you clout chasing pieces of shit, honestly.
Your chat loves you from these comments.
Yes. We got a love-hate relationship going on here.
There's no love. So you're saying this is all against your will, then, MSK? All of this, lies that you spew forth?
Yes, Gray. Secretly, I'm tied up in a basement right now. What you're seeing is a literal figment of your imagination. I'm a projection on screen sent here to bestow you with my wisdom, because I'm secretly locked in a basement watching gay porn on repeat, being tortured by Jigsaw.
I mean,
that's more believable than most of your stories.
Yeah. But if you are a figment of my imagination, I think I need help, man.
Hey, I'll never get over the first Saw movie when I watched it. Man, that twist ending when he's just been there the whole time and he's like, game over. Man, that's always gonna be just it's crazy because after the second one, it kind of just is just complete trash after that. Or at least you can even go as far as the third one. I'll even give the third one some credit. It was still trying to have a storyline. But anything from Saw 4 all the way to Jigsaw is garbage. That shit is bad.
Which one was the one in the house?
The one in the house.
The one where they're
like the third or fourth one.
Third or fourth one. That one had some pretty good traps. I heard Spiral was really good.
I actually enjoyed Spiral.
It's horrible.
It wasn't
that you would. Chris
like
Rock wrote his own jokes. He plays a detective who moonlights
oh my God,
as a stand-up comedian.
A Saw movie with a story. Nice. Okay, so I'll say right here, people come for the traps with Saw. I will say that's the weakest part of the traps for Spiral. But it was an actual Saw movie with a plot. But then again, these movies didn't have a high bar for me anyway, past 4. So I was like, you know what? I'll take a plot over any of that. I do think, what else was there? I don't mind the traps, though. They just weren't extravagant, but they were actually pretty effective. But then again, I only watched it one time and I enjoyed it. But then again, if I probably watched it again, maybe I might not think the same. Honestly, I doubt they're gonna do a sequel to it because I know wasn't Saw 12 supposed to be coming out this year? Because I know they canceled.
Saw 11. It's coming out.
Yeah,
this year. Okay.
Yeah, they just keep kind of pushing back the date on it. Saw X was a lot more successful than they were anticipating, so it put a little bit more pressure on a sequel. But supposedly still going to be this year.
Oh, so that this would be Saw X. That's after Spiral. I forgot how many there's fucking is in these movies. That's the 11th one you're talking about, right? Or the 10th one? How many is these? God damn.
So X means 10 in Roman numerals. So there are 10 currently.
So there's
but
11
they're working on the 11th.
Yes, okay.
But there's also Spiral from the whatever of Saw.
That's why I mean it is count. That's why I said 12, because if you count Spiral, then there's 12 movies.
Oh, Spiral's not counted in the 10.
I mean, it does reference Jigsaw. It does give you a little small Easter egg. That's what's the cringiest thing about being a YouTuber now. Trailer drops. Here's 300 Easter eggs that you didn't know. Whereas in the trailer, it's like, how did you get 300 Easter eggs from an image? I don't know what's wrong with people. You know, Gray, if you start doing content like that, I will personally throw you out. You're gonna be fired. You know.
That's all it will take.
Okay. That's it, man.
Let me start working on an Easter egg video.
Oh god. Oh god. It's rumored it may not happen. That sucks, man. Ugh. We'll have to see how it goes. But I know that Saw X is set between the first and the second one. Oh, so yeah, setting it in between the best two movies in the franchise itself. Pretty good. Like, oh my goodness, when he threw that lady into that freaking vat of needles. Oh man, those movies just get your skin crawling, man. That is just gross. What was the movie? The black guy had killed a fucking kid, and like they had his whole body turning with that machine. I was like, that's just disgusting. That's just gross. I will turn away if I watch that again. That is just inhumane. I get torturing people. I get he hit a kid, but god damn, that's just bad.
Yeah, but they start getting fun, like towards the whatever. Like you get the cheating girlfriend and the two boyfriends or whatever.
Oh, that was in Saw 3D. Yeah, Saw 3D.
Yeah,
that was the first scene. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Did you like I like the Saw
6
when you had the
Saw 3D isn't that the one with Chester Bennington in it and he dies at the beginning?
I was gonna say you've also got the Chester one, which is kind of fun. You know, you're gonna see Chester as a white supremacist or whatever.
Hell yeah, white supremacy. Huh.
I like to see where the future Saws like since everything costs so much, they're just all the traps are just cheap as shit.
It's basically just Home Alone on like slight steroids.
Yeah.
Awesome. What was a Netflix movie you guys have seen that actually has stuck out in your mind since watching it? Like you always remember it fondly, but mine is The Babysitter with Samara Weaving. The Babysitter is so fun. Not the sequel. The first one is surely a fun movie.
was pretty decent.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one that something I just rewatched recently because it was my friends were watching it was The Old Guard. I didn't mind that one too much.
That one wasn't bad.
Yeah, apparently they're doing like their sequel for that one's coming out. And what's that one with Chris Hemsworth? Extraction.
I saw the first one. It's that
first one was really good.
The first one was really good.
The second one.
I've seen the second. Man, that
the
first
second one was really
great,
good.
Yeah.
It has some crazy action in that one. That one.
It felt like damn. It felt like this video game I played a long time ago. That's what it kind of reminded me of. I can't remember the freaking name. Oh, I think it was called Snipers. That video game. That's what it felt like. If you watch Extraction, like people think Chris Hemsworth can only play Thor. Watch Extraction. He definitely can act. It's just Wait, what? Extraction is directed by the Russo brothers, right? I think.
No, Extraction was directed by one of the stunt coordinators from Marvel films.
Okay,
he's like one of their big stunt coordinator guys, and then that was the film.
Sorry. So. The story is by the Russo brothers. They wrote the story, so I remember he liked it because they were involved. Like they tried to get some movies going after Endgame, but I remember what was that one with Tom Holland? He had it after Endgame. Oh, I forgot what it was freaking called. It was like Cherry Picking or something.
Uncharted.
I watched Uncharted. Did you like it? I thought it was
no. I didn't think it was good. No, it's what's that one? It's with it's with Daisy Ridley, the girl.
Oh, it's the one where their thoughts like form up above their head.
Yeah,
I believe.
That's the one with
I never watched that one.
Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland or whatever.
Daisy Ridley.
That one wasn't very good.
Oh, you're talking about It's like called Stardust or some shit like that.
No, Stardust was actually a surprisingly decent little movie. I've never seen it before, and my friends had it on the other day, and I was wondering why he put it on. And the trailer for that movie has Dimmu Borgir in it, and he just heard like a snippet of it, and he was like, "Yeah, I played it just because of that." And then it has like Henry Cavill and all these other actors in it. And I was like, "How have I never heard of this movie?" Like it becomes the kind of movie you would expect it to be towards the end, but like up until like I would say 3/4 of that movie, I was like, actually, this is a pretty decent movie. Like overall, it's still decent. It's still a good movie, but then it becomes like
Stardust
the
is
princess
awesome, man.
fantasy stuff. Yeah.
Well, you've also got like the super flamboyant De Niro.
Oh,
like there's some awesome shit in there, and you got Charlie Cox versus Henry Cavill.
Yeah, that's
great,
right. Charlie Cox is the main guy, and then Henry Cavill. I was like,
I've
never heard of it before, and all of a sudden, all these people started showing up.
Why did I say Stardust? Holy shit. Chaos Walking. I remember it was Chaos Walking.
Same thing.
Yeah, about the same, right? Uncharted. They could do a sequel to this. I heard they were trying to do another one to it. Yeah, it's been in development.
I heard the first one didn't do well.
The first one did $120 million budget. It took in 407.
It's usually in Hollywood. They want twice the budget. They spend twice the budget on advertising, according to Kevin Smith. So you want to make more than 3 times of what the budget is.
Keep in mind the block. I don't know the marketing budget behind that.
It sounds like it made like 50-60 million.
Kind of profitable. I don't know if there's really a venture for it again. I mean, if you watch, I know you watched it. You could do. They left it open for a sequel. There's literally the end credit scenes are there for a sequel. But man, people talk about DEI hires. Man, that black lady villain in Uncharted is dog shit. We're talking like one of the absolutely most garbage villains I've ever seen. It's just horrible, man. What else is there? The Devil All the Time. Oh, that's with Robert Pattinson. I watched like the first 5 minutes. I was bored. That's why I didn't finish it.
It was okay. It's a slow burn, and it's
it's one of those Gray movies. Gray loves those movies. It's gotta have all the setup, and I gotta have all the plants everywhere, man. The plant setup.
I mean, what can I say? I like setups and payoffs, not just big explosions and
you insult
man.
Michael
I'm
Bay
not like
movies.
MSK here.
I gotta have me some Michael Bayness in my movies, you know. I'm sorry. I love explosions. What else is there? Was it Cherry? Not My Wife. He did Cherry. That was a movie for Apple TV Plus, if I remember. Yeah, it's hard because some of these movies that the Marvel actors are in, or like the Russo or directors, they just for some reason don't get that level of attention if they're not in the MCU. But it's so crazy because some of these people have had bangers before that. Like Tom Holland, what was his first actual blockbuster he was in? Let me see. He was in Artery. That's a British movie. That's an anime. No, I don't know what the fuck that is. His first big role was in The Impossible, which is an English language Spanish biographical disaster drama film. What the fuck is that? It sounds like a chick flick. Billy Elliot the Musical. They'll use a cameo on that. In the Heart of the Sea? What the hell is that? I haven't seen that ever.
That's a Chris Hemsworth one too.
Yeah, that's the one where they're chasing the whale, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Moby Dick, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
I remember that. Yep, he was in that. Yep. Edge of Winter.
Don't know.
A Monster Calls. The Lost City of Z. What in the world?
Is that Brad Pitt one? Oh, no, that's Charlie Hunnam. Lost City of Z.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's Hunnam, but...
Yeah, Brad Pitt was in Tower of Babel.
Do you guys remember World War Z, how big that was, and then nothing else happened with a sequel?
That one was one I thought should have got a sequel.
That's so weird. Like the book was essentially this like audio play, or it was essentially a play. The movie resembles it like 0%. It is really strange.
That's what I've heard. I've never heard the audio one.
It's kind of cool because they got a whole bunch of different like actors and like Henry Rollins for some reason, but they all voiced like these different characters, and it kind of was awesome. But it had nothing to do with the Brad Pitt like character. It was just a bunch of reports from all around the world of this, disease that's spreading. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, the book's kind of written like that too, like a survival guide.
Yeah, and I think his first one was like the zombie attack survival guide or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it deserved better than what it got, or we deserve better than what we got. Come on, don't turn it into some Brad Pitt action thing.
What do you mean? I deserve better, Gray. What do you mean?
No, not you. Just the public. We.
Okay. The Platform is the Netflix film that stands out for me. Me just realizing I probably haven't seen 99% of Netflix produced movies. Yeah. You guys remember before Patty Jenkins had Wonder Woman 84 release, she had said something that made a lot of people angry, which was the first thing before like the Star Wars shit, before Wonder Woman 2, was that she felt like when a movie comes out on streaming, it's like a ghost town. You barely ever hear about it. And people got mad at her and was like, well, you don't understand how our cinema is made, woman. And it's like, no, she's right. I don't believe women say the right things. Women are kind of stupid. But that is true, though. When movies come out on streaming, you don't hear jack shit about them. Or they're big for like a few months and then they kind of just die out in conversation. Like who really still talks about the One Piece live action show? You know? Like that's just the thing with streaming. Like you get so much instant content. It's just, I don't know, for some reason.
Well, it's for whoever has Netflix. Like they're not making stuff where it's like, oh, I have to go get Netflix to watch this. So it's more just like in their own little bubbles of like, okay, they advertise on Netflix and then only people who watch it are people who already have Netflix. And
because I'm gonna push back on that a little bit, not on what Warren's saying, but on what MSK is saying. I just, I heard a bunch of people talking about Netflix films at the end of last year. It was, everyone's like worst list, and they were talking about Rebel Moon, Part 2, Scargiver. But I don't know. Some of those movies stand out as really horrible movies. But you're right. Nobody's talking about Axel F. What was that, like the fourth Beverly Hills Cop movie or something?
Do you hear people still talk about what was that TV show everyone liked, Stranger Things? Do people still talk about that? If the new season's
the last season's coming out, I believe in the summer, and that's
it's starting to ramp up.
The fourth season was really good. The fourth season was fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. So this season, they're hoping that if they can continue on with that and end it well, because it's going to be the last one. Their kids are aging up too much; like they can't keep up.
Kids are all like 22 now, so
yeah. And I know in comics, like IDW is doing a lot of Stranger Things crossovers, like Stranger Things and Ghostbusters, Stranger Things and Ninja Turtles, and it's starting to ramp up closer to the series launch.
It was crazy, man. They're doing a lot of crossovers recently. Spider-Man, Godzilla. Well, Godzilla he'd been in the Marvel Comics universe before as a crossover, but they're redoing it with Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Sonic, the DC Universe crossover. That's going to happen.
I think it's Toho Godzilla. Like DC just recently did Justice League versus Godzilla and Kong. It was all the legendary.
Yeah,
it was the legendary ones.
You know what's so cringe, man? People thought that King Kong could beat Godzilla. I was like, guys, Kong couldn't beat. Okay, so if Kong struggled to beat Godzilla in that first movie they were fighting each other, he would get absolutely completely vaporized by King Ghidorah in King of the Monsters. King Ghidorah would kill him, and he wouldn't think twice about it. It would just eat him. If the fact that anyone thinks that Kong was going to beat that Godzilla, you're actually just straight up literally retarded. There's no way that was going to happen. He just breathed fire and killed him. I want to see whatever they do with the next Godzilla -1, whatever it's going to be called, and Godzilla -2. No, man, the real cinema is Godzilla versus Kong. That's the real cinema right there.
That shit was one of the worst things I've ever seen. But
lies! This man's being hyperbolic. Oh, God.
I fucking hated it. I thought it was terrible.
Are you melting?
Which one? The newest Godzilla Kong one, or
the Godzilla Kong one, the Empire one, or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
I think it was glove dentistry movie.
So
it was better than the one right before it, but it went completely like corny 1970s Godzilla kind of writing, where it's like really goofy and kind of all over the place.
I'm gonna be honest here. That's their only way they could be movies, because it's a giant lizard fighting a monkey. I don't know what else more way they could make that pop up, because they're gonna do a third one. I don't know what you're gonna do in that third one. I think they need to stop versing each other. Leave each other alone for a little bit.
He's already got the robot glove and the tooth. I'm thinking they got to go hat this next time, right?
I want to see a Mecha Kong. We need to see some robot apes running around.
Maybe he could be a wizard. Give him a big old hat. He could be a wizard Kong. He can be like Merlin.
Get him a big backpack like in that Congo movie. He's like, Kong, good gorilla.
Teach him to talk. That'd be great.
God, man.
No, they'll make him a giant fucking railgun, and he'll just sit there like shooting at Godzilla.
What if he just
throwing Empire State Building size grenades and shit.
I feel like they could have done it with the way they did King of Monsters, even though the dad character was like what they did with him was stupid, but like the overall premise, like the family and dealing with the loss during a Godzilla attack, and how if you could have carried that on through multiple films, I think you could have done some -1 or close to it level stuff. But every film feels like it's not connected. Like it's almost like I gave $100 million to 5 different directors, and they all made a version of the same script. Like what the Transformer movies do. It's like Michael Bay just decides to just like erase some stuff off of script 1 and rewrite and put in there for script 2.
He was writing those?
Even connected.
That's crazy. I failed to realize he was writing in those movies. I didn't know there was a plot. There's something involving the moon and something about robots hitting each other.
He just spun the globe, threw darts at it wherever it landed. He's like, we're gonna have action scenes there wherever they hit. Like that's their movies.
I've heard that Michael Bay will write on scripts like action scene, and then that's the only thing that he puts on it, and then he figures it out when he's out there.
Hell yeah, that's the Michael Bay I know and love. What happened, Gray?
Just saying, I can believe that. That sounds right to me.
Do you believe that we should be thinking of magic? Do you guys believe in magic in a young girl's heart? No,
don't. No? You should be careful with that, sir.
Oh gosh, man. There's nothing as far as news. Like, man, the first month of the year is just so damn slow. You know, there's the big news,
Fantastic Four trailer. There's Jurassic Park. That's kind of news. That's about it, though.
Yeah, that's essentially it. Yeah, yesterday
there's the Super Bowl in a couple days, but I don't really give a shit about that. But
you have the Super Bowl trailers; those will be talked about. But like after that, that's gonna be like what a day's worth of talking. I need the big news, like fucking.
Well, I mean,
Brad, you know,
I'm pretty sure you're going to be talking about the halftime show.
I don't actually watch halftime shows. I think the halftime show is so dumb. I just want the game over if you're already that deep. I think halftime shows are just so overrated trash. No one remembers them. No one really talks about them afterwards. I can't stand them. I mean, there's a few that have stuck out over the years. There's a few that I've liked, but I'm like, why do I need a celebrity singing? I just don't get it. I'm here to watch football. You know, I'm here to watch sweaty men touch each other and push each other around and grab each other's balls and throw a ball and touch it down.
Yeah, but you need a dance break every now and then, don't you, MSK?
You do? Oh, crazy, man. God, man. What else is there? Because like after the
Are you guys excited for Marvel's next big disaster here coming up? Is what's it on the Valentine's Day?
Next week, man.
Next week. No, hold on. Marvel's big
I already got my ticket for it, man.
He's already going to be front row seats to an L. I'm
going with the DAT and all those people, Chris Gore, all those guys are going to be there. So
I want you guys. Okay, this is what we should do. I want us to post pictures on Twitter of how many people are going to be in that theater. I'm going to do it. I'm going.
The theater I go to it's Burbank at the Burbank 16. It's one of the biggest ones in California. It might actually be one of the biggest ones in the United States. And it doesn't matter what Marvel movie, even the movie The Marvels was basically sold out the first night. It's always packed. So mine.
Yeah, because those movies are like event movies. Yeah, it's crazy. Like even for MCU now, given how bad the movies have gone for a lot of years after Far From Home, and Far From Home was yikes. Good Lord, that was bad. People are still willingly there. I just don't get them. These movies are still treated as event movies. I would still go watch Captain America 4, even though I think it might not be that good. It's an event to go to. You know, it's something you want to be a part of. You know, after that,
it's a blockbuster movie. Basically, that's we get maybe one of those a month, one every 2 months, kind of deal. Like a big spectacle kind of movie, or it's supposed to be, anyways. So we'll see how it does. But all the other. What is it? All the clips and stuff they've been releasing, dude. It just makes it look worse and worse.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better as it goes. Like with that,
yeah.
And then if you read the news and see all the backstage problems they were having, the rewrites and reshoots, the fact that Marvel's like practically writing Phase 5 as it goes is it's just I don't have any faith in that movie to do
Captain
any good.
Africa.
I love him as Captain America. I like him. It's just terrible TV shows and movies for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen him good as a leading man other than in Twisted Metal. He did okay in Twisted Metal. But like when he jumped onto what was that, Altered Carbon? Awful. It was like you ruined that show. Altered Carbon was great. Season 2 was trash. And I was like, dude, what are you doing?
Well, dude, even in 8 Mile, when he was supposed to be like the villain of the movie, Clarence barely was in it. You know, he barely had any impact in the movie at all. You know? Like, even if he's a leading man, it feels kind of underwhelming. If he's a villain, it feels underwhelming. I don't know. Maybe he just hadn't found his groove yet, depending on which project he's on.
He was decent as Falcon. Like, his interactions as Falcon with different characters,
really
he's
felt
fine.
Like he was coming out of his shell as Falcon, yeah.
Yeah, when he's like, guy number 3 or 4 in a movie, it's like, okay, yeah, you get 15 minutes throughout a 2-hour movie. Okay. It's okay, but I don't know about almost a 2-hour movie where you're the leading person. I don't know if he has the gravitas for that.
Well, and then especially you add in a rush script, if they even have one, a director that's being rushed and everything else. It's like you need to have everything kind of going if you have a weaker actor in your front, you need to have everything else going good and a director that can bring everything out of them. And it's just, they don't really have that at Marvel right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then if you look at the Falcon that they brought in, that new guy, that Puerto Rican dude, that guy sucked, man. That clip that they showed of him, I was like, Jesus Christ, this looks awful.
Marvel, it's still not too late to change course. It's okay. We'll forgive you. We're still gonna go to your movies. We'll forgive you. Just change course a little bit. It's not too late. It's okay. Say everyone makes mistakes. Well,
Fantastic Four Fantastic Four just have Galactus eat that planet, send them over to a different universe where the X-Men are there. Have them lose, have Galactus destroy that planet, and then have them come over and destroy the 616, and then they can go to a better planet.
It's okay, Marvel. We forgive you. The last 5 years, we'll just think of that as just a dark period for the MCU. Galactus could just come up, eat the planet, snort it out into a different universe. Perfect. It's a multiverse anyway. It's like you can't do that realistically. I'm factoring that guy is really good. Galacticus is really powerful.
Close.
He's a planet eater, but yes.
Yeah. How they might beat him might be some plot armor level of bullshit.
Well, I remember in what was it? It was one of the Avengers cartoons or whatever. They needed Ghost Rider to beat him because he goes up and he uses the penance stare.
Yeah.
And the penance stare.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he uses that, and then because he's killed so many planets, it's like, oh shit, fucks with him, and he like runs away. So maybe if they bring in Ghost Rider, that could work. But I don't see how regular people beat something like that.
I think in one of the comic adventures, Reed like flashed him in the face with some kind of like vision thing, and he thought the planet was already done, or something happened along those lines. It was kind of like some kind of like Men in Black kind of deal.
No idea how they'll do it. I think that's why that's why they'll have the Silver Surfer that always needs to turn on him to use the cosmic power or whatever. Because it's like they're all strong in their own rights. Oh yeah. You notice the lack of that in the trailer and the non-use of the stretch powers from Mr. Fantastic. I have a theory on that one. It's because those things always look terrible. The only thing that's done it right has been One Piece. One Piece did it pretty well with the stretch power, and I have a feeling because this thing got it got shot to the top of their list of like productions or whatever, and so they just finished wrapping it maybe in like December or early December, late November, I believe. So the things that we got is probably the like bare bones version of like the CGI that they have done already. So they probably don't have anything else. So. And you've heard all the horror stories about working there for them, so who knows what they're going to do with that.
Yeah, they're saying some of those effects in the teaser trailer are not complete, so I'm sure they're not complete on any of the Mr. Fantastic stuff.
Remember the Ant-Man 3 premiere where it's been revealed that they were still actively working on the CGI as they're literally at the premiere? Because a lot of people don't actually know this. From what I've learned from the past few years, all the special effects come through like a few companies, and these people are apparently working like let's just say more than 40 hours a week, maybe 60 hours a week, and you have to do CGI for like every big blockbuster, and each studio has to put in a like time request to get their CGI done. So that's why movies could even end up getting delayed. So a lot of people think movies get delayed because they're bad. No, it's because they need stuff done on them, but there's only a certain amount of people that are doing the work on like the CGI bullshit. And a lot of movies have CGI now. Even TV shows now have CGI, at least more than what they used to do back in the day. So, that's why a lot of CGI looks like crap. There's not a lot of people doing special effects. Everyone wants to be the guy on the set doing the stunt work and all that shit,
It's just like in video games, they're rushing them, which I never understand. I don't understand, because you're talking about with the Marvel properties, easily a multi-billion-dollar profitable adventure, but you're literally destroying the IPs because you won't take the extra 6 months, the extra year pre-plan, and be like, okay, we're not going to be able to release as much as we have been, but we're going to be releasing better things. It's like they've damn near ruined Star Wars. Like Marvel has like a hint of chance to be able to come back, but Star Wars, everyone has lost faith in it. I heard Skeleton Crew wasn't even that bad, but because everyone was so
Star Wars has hit the point of
Star
Wars has hit the point of apathy at this point. Like people just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to have an amazing show that the few people that watched it would have to be saying that, but even then, people aren't probably going to tune in. I think I almost think it's completely dead. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they sold it in the next like 2 or 3 years.
The problem with selling it is they have too many things invested into their parks that rely on that.
Oh, yeah, so that's true.
I don't think they would do that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's remember when Paramount and Warner Brothers were rumored to like merge? Oh gosh. Just tackling on debt. Paramount hasn't had good financials in years, as we keep hearing. Why in the world would Warner Brothers merge with them? And Warner
Brothers is like 40 billion in debt, I believe. It's something crazy like that.
What in the world? We're gonna do a fusion dance to have super debt. Like what in the world?
That's why, from what my understanding, they're not doing a Superman trailer for the Super Bowl. They're doing it at the Puppy Bowl beforehand. They're doing
Puppy Bowl.
The Puppy Bowl that goes on before that. So they're doing it there, and it's like it's probably because they got no money, man.
Oh gosh, man! You remember back in 2021, they had spent so much money on like everything, they could only release like 2 blockbusters at the end of the year, which were Black Adam and that one movie with Florence Pugh and Harry Styles. They legit didn't have enough money to release more. Oh god, man, it's horrible. Warner Brothers, what happened to you? Or just this year? No, last year around like June. Remember they shut down the Cartoon Network website. Just that's gone. Like what's going there? A multiverses is ending as far as like any more future updates to it. They lost about $100 million on that, combined with Suicide Squad fucks the Justice League. Whoever thought that was a good idea is retarded. Yeah, Batman Arkham series. Yeah, let's make a Suicide Squad game. It's so stupid.
They recently made that game non-canon too, so because they how pissed off people were. They're like, oh, by the way, they were robots, and everything's fine, and you'll get Batman Arkham next game here soon.
It's like that fucking clip from The Office. Oh, guys, calm down, everything's fine. Oh god, man! Like, who wanted a sequel? First of all, if you're gonna do a Suicide Squad fucks the Justice League, sure, I don't have a problem with that. Really, don't have it as canon to the Arkham games. Literally, it's that simple. But no, we have to do that because we want to tack it on to a freaking like popular IP. All they had to do was just make a Batman Arkham game, have it be Terry McGinnis, be Batman Beyond, and then have someone voice older Bruce Wayne. That's a natural progression for that series to go in that direction if you played the games.
Batman Beyond game, like an Arkham game, like Arkham Beyond, that's just printing money. Until even if it's shitty, people are still going to buy it.
Batman, it will make money. Yeah. Imagine a Batman Arkham game with the original voice actor for Terry McGinnis in the Batman animated series. Dude, that just prints money. It's just literally. I imagine they should go in that direction, but will they go in the direction? No, because they're fucking stupid. Why?
Warner Brothers and Disney are having a competition on how much they can fuck up massively profitable IP. You know, like Marvel's like, oh yeah, well check this out, and then
Captain America 4.
like, hold my beer, let's do that. You know, bam.
Warner Brothers is like, you know what? We'll put out bad Superman movies too. I raise you the Flash. Marvel's like, I got Eternals. What the fuck? This is not. They're competing for like the worst accolades possible. You know? Oh, we was Kangs. There was rumors, alleged rumors that they might. Kevin Feige is considering bringing Jonathan Majors back. If I was him, I wouldn't come back though. Like, if they're just gonna drop you for like some bullshit like that, I wouldn't come back. Honestly, I would say go fuck yourself.
Dude, everybody else dropped him though. Like, where else is he gonna get a check from now?
Does he has?
He want that Marvel money.
He's working
with
Warner Brothers.
They dropped
right now,
James Gunn, and then when they pulled up this gigantic truck full of cash and poured it into his front yard, he's like, "Yeah, I'll do Guardians 3."
Yeah, I guess I can do the third one. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, you know, wrap up the Kang thing.
We was Kangs. What is Syphax a Kang? But we'll never know.
I did read one rumor that the Doctor Doom's, RDJ is going to kill Kang, so maybe they might bring him back enough to have, RDJ Doom kill him.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, they built up this whole arc with him, and then it's just like, whoops, he's gone. I don't know.
I think the only thing they have going for them is the final or Fantastic Four stuff, just because they can use that to reset a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
and
Secret Wars will be that. Yeah, like, oh man, I hope they can get on the right track. I do, because I do have hope they can. At least from what we've been seeing, there are how would you say it? Nuggets that they're trying. Kevin Feige saw how bad the Daredevil show originally was going to be, walked in there and said, "No, redo everything." That still gives you hope that they're at least trying to do something.
I mean, we're all mocking Cap. What is it?
Captain
whatever
Africa.
Yeah, okay, that sure. But I mean, like, that also has the extensive reshoots, the extensive rewrites. Does that give you more hope? I don't know what to think about the
Absolutely
Daredevil thing. I'm hoping it's good, but I
Gray,
can't
how many
think that
movies
it's
have you
gonna live up
watched?
to it.
How many movies have you watched, Gray, where movies have had extensive reshoots, been delayed for like a few years or whatever? Have they been good? I can't remember on the top of my head. Like, how many movies? Think about this. How many movies have been delayed? Not this delayed, because it was supposed to come out actually last year, so it's been delayed a year. Let's just say massive reshoots, test screenings failed. I can't remember a movie like that came out and it was actually decent.
It's not exactly all the parameters that you're saying, but yeah, Dune 2 was supposed to come out in November of 2023, and instead it came out, I think, March of 2024.
Those movies are
it's not a whole year.
I can understand why
that one got pushed back because of the writer's strike, wasn't it?
I think so, but I hear that they were also like working on effects or something like that, so it just ended up taking longer, and they basically got snubbed at the Oscars because of it. But that's the only one that, off the top of my head, I can think of that got massively delayed and was still good.
Yeah, because usually the delays mean that they're changing a lot, and if they change too much, the stories get all over the place. Kind of like the Whedon cut of the Justice League, where it was just two different movies slammed together.
Remember when there was a rumor that it got a standing ovation from the executives at Warner Brothers? If anyone stood up and I'm saying this is true, I thought that's what I heard. If anyone stood up and clapped after watching that Joss Whedon movie, you are actually just not a human being. You literally have no taste.
They said the same thing with Joker too, man. They were like,
standing ovation.
Man. Oh, it's so good.
So good.
I almost walked out of that one. Actually, I would have walked out of it, but I brought my mom wanted to see it, so I took her to it for her birthday.
How dare you? How dare you do that to your mom?
I tried telling her, but she just wanted to see it, and I was just like, "Oh, this is so bad. This is terrible. What's going on?"
Lord. I brought my ex-girlfriend and her sister, and she took her boyfriend at the
time.
And
her boyfriend.
Yeah. And the sister and me were just looking at each other like, "Man, this is trash." And we literally did a fist bump. We're like, "Yep."
Is it because your ex was sitting with her boyfriend? Is that
she was
why
further away from us? I was me and the sister got a little freaky, but that's not. I was bored. The movie was bad, man. What can I do?
The standing ovation was that, thank God it's finally over. Oh,
it
thank
ended.
God.
It ended. We can leave. The best part of the movie, when the credits hit. Let's go.
Like, oh God, I can finally get back to the free bar.
My daily life. Yeah, it's crazy. After watching Joker, we went back to our 9 to 5s. It didn't get better. It just got progressively worse. Oh, fuck, man. Please never make a third. Someone was like, can they make a third one? Yeah, how about no? How about just no? No more. It's okay.
No, stop, please.
You already proved a point, Joaquin Phoenix. It's okay. I'm good. You know, if I want good Joker books, I'll just go read them. I'll just go read the comic books. I literally own them.
This Joker 2 made me miss Jared Leto Joker.
Okay, now you're trolling. That's trolling.
That's a bridge.
Now you're actually trolling. Okay, I believe you, man. Well, I never seen this movie, but isn't there a movie called Cruel and Unusual Punishment? That's what watching Joker 2 was like.
Yeah.
The standing. Oh shit! I remember standing ovation for the Justice League Whedon cut from the Warner Bros. Executives. If that ever came true, please, I've lost faith in Warner Brothers. No one should have ever been standing up for that movie. You should have got a noose to hang yourself after watching it. Remember the part of the movie? He was like, "I'm a big fan of justice." What the fuck? Just so cringe. Oh my god! Remember the part was like, Ezra Miller's like, "I don't have any friends. I just push people." What's wrong with you? Fucking weirdos, man. Ezra Miller sucks as Flash, but I don't think he's good, Barry Allen. You need your head examined. You are a crackhead. Oh my goodness. God, man. Well, do you guys want to make love to me later on tonight?
No. Again, still no.
No, I got comic book stuff to do.
That Warren, that makes you a nerd, okay?
Oh, proudly.
But honestly,
I'd rather dive head first into a bathtub of razor blades, but okay.
All right.
I was gonna say I'd rather watch Joker 2 again, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'd take Joker 2.
Oh, okay. So what's that? Vin Diesel's down the street revving up his engine. So there was rumors that I forgot the person working on Black Panther 3, so we're talking about Marvel, they kind of shut down the rumors that they might recast T'Challa. And like Chillmonger had a freaking posted the clip from the John Campea show. I forget this bitch's name. She's a comedian. I forget her name. But hell, what the hell did she say? She probably said, "Oh, people don't want Cheery because she's black." If I hear that, I'm fucking okay.
And after so many years, I feel like you do have to bring T'Challa back into the mix here because that character is just so important. He's so important to this film.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Or this film series and everything. I think you need to have him back in here. You know, listening to E-Man's reviews and everything has made such a great case for why we need T'Challa and why he needs to be in this franchise.
And specifically, we're talking about T'Challa, not T'Challa Jr.
Yes.
They're two different characters.
Yeah. I don't need mini T'Challa. I don't need T'Challa who's aged.
Am I watching the right John Campea show here? They're making like actual decent points. Holy shit, this bitch is got some pronouns in her body. So you know her brain is fried.
A la Lion-O from Thundercats. I don't need any of that. I want that character back in here. And I was one of the people too who at the time totally understood why they did this and thought it was a very respectful thing to move on from Boseman and not have that character in there. But now I've really come around to this character needs to be back in the mix. And I think Disney would.
Yeah, it's crazy. I thought she was gonna say some absolute retarded shit because women just speak like retards most of the time. No, I agree. He needs to be
anything on John Campea's show is usually pretty retarded. So
with the multiverse, it's really easy to recast him. I mean,
yeah.
If you didn't want to say, well, no, this is Boseman's role, then just recast T'Challa, but as he's from the multiverse to the left, and then bam, it's solved.
Good God, man.
Pretty easy fix. Yeah.
Because man, people love getting on their knees and sucking off the fucking Mickey Mouse cock so much. Disney is the one that's telling us a lot of these interviews with actors and executives and bullshit that they want to push minority to the forefront. Then why is Black Panther not at the forefront then? You're the
China, because it doesn't work well in China. And China's the biggest market for movies. Well, it was before COVID. I don't know if it still is, but China used to be, at one point, was the biggest market for movies in the world.
Yeah. And they actually stopped taking a lot of Disney movies, too. That's why, a lot of people were like, can movies over here make enough money? Because you got to people need to kind of consider this. If China's that big for a market, not having it or even having access to it is kind of bad because a lot of people would go, why do you need China? Okay, I'm not going to bat for them. But, guys, keep in mind, a lot of people go, why do you need China? Because they need to make enough money for it to be a profitable venture, right? It's usually easy for a kind of a broke loser to be like, why do you need to be in the biggest market for movies? What do you mean?
Well, that's what they did to was in John
they only get
Bodega.
They only get 25% from what China does. So I mean, if these things only make 100 million, they're only getting.
Isn't our currency less than ours, right? Based off how their money works, I'm not too sure.
They talk about it in the form of US dollars when they're talking about that. So it doesn't really matter. If it makes 100 million, they're only getting 25 of it or whatever.
That sounds pretty. Would you not like $25 million?
I mean, of course, but is it going to take your $200 million movie to 225?
Probably.
You spent 400 on it.
Market than that. Okay. Yeah, I thought they were a much bigger market than that.
Yeah, it just
they're
depends.
Usually pretty small. Like, I mean, as far as what you get from them, it's like maybe you'll get 100 to 200 million on like a big blockbuster, but then, like I said, they only get 25% of it. So.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't. I don't know if it's really worth it to sit there and pander to them.
yeah, because that was one of the reasons they gave when they got caught shrinking John Bodega's character on the Force Awakens posters for China, and also that that's one of the reasons what they were saying. That's the reason why they did it, but I did not know that.
Yeah.
I think you go the route of the White Wolf or whatever. Just have Bucky in there.
Wait a minute, I'm a White Wolf. What are you talking about?
Sure.
Good gosh, man. It's just, I understand why the movie's got to be over there. You know, you do make a good amount of money potentially on some of them, but the problem here is like all the budgets are so beyond unbelievably big that unless that movie is taking in like $700 million, it doesn't matter if it's really in China. You're not getting any money back off this shit, you know?
No, when your budgets are ballooning to 350 to 400 million, it's
before
dumb.
Marketing.
Yeah. And one of the biggest things they need to do is obviously get their budgets in check and start doing these like 80 million to maybe $120 million movies and do other characters, you know, pick smaller, like street level characters, stuff you can actually get out there and get a bunch more of those going first. And then once you make some money off of those, then sure, you can do like the team up movies, kind of like what they did to begin with.
Yeah.
And then they can get back on track. But when it's like, hey, here's a $400 million Thunderbolts movie, it's like nobody gives a shit.
But leave your directors alone. Like, don't have the whole, like, the problem with a lot of these Marvel movies is their sole purpose is to set up the TV show and the movie after it, and they don't give enough time for their own stories. And you know, these balloon budgets sometimes come from, okay, we filmed a quarter of the movie, but now I've pissed off the director. We're trying to do rewrites. We have to go bring in a new director. We have to reshoot these films. Now we got to redo all the CG. And it's just to the point where they're just ballooning out of control. You know, when you got a $50 million
labor costs too.
Because labor costs. Yeah.
The thing is, the thing that really hurts a lot of businesses to, you know, make more money sometimes, where they try to cut you early off on your job, is labor costs. Labor costs a lot of money. People don't know, actually, you know. So imagine how much it would be, because a movie, for what I know, I've kind of looked into some all this stuff. First, you have to have a person approve of the movie, budget. You got to get insurance. People get hurt on the movie set. You got to be able to pay for that. You're going to different locations as far as like filming, and hotels put everyone up in, sets on all night. I mean, I remember I had a guy on who used to work for Hollywood. He still does. I'm probably doesn't talk to me now because he doesn't like geeks and gamers. So probably wouldn't like that I took a picture with Nerdrotic and everyone. But I remember him telling me literally, back when I had my bigger YouTube channel, it was on, that there's nights on movie sets where you were maybe working like a 10-hour shift trying to get a right shot, a right part of a character doing something. And keep in mind, if you're working that long in a movie set, it's going to be the production cost to be a lot of money. So good Lord, they need to figure out a way to have like quality control. But the problem here is like a lot of the budget is allocated towards stars. You know, we know Lady Gaga, she got a fat bag for appearing in Joker 2. Just for being Lady Gaga appearing. It's like, what the hell? She barely acted in that movie. Some would say she was not even needed, really, you know? But hey, what do I know?
She definitely wasn't needed in that movie.
They completely wasted
nothing.
I think the movie wasn't needed itself.
Well,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The sex they had in that movie was so beyond unbelievable. I know how to stroke in women better than that. Come on, guys. You don't believe me?
Nope.
No.
Wow. See, I know Gray was on my side. Gray's on my side.
Let's start a poll in the chat. Do
What?
we believe it? No.
Oh God! Hold on. That might be fake news right there. Holy crap!
But just so you know, not on your side. But you had MSK's interest when you said poll.
No, never. I would never do those things. Good gosh. What are you guys thinking about social media as far as like interacting with people as far as being a Trump supporter? Because there's people that literally had seen me post about Trump. They were like, "What? I thought you supported Kamala Harris." I was like, "Where in the world did I give off that impression?" They just automatically assumed I was black. I was supporting. I was like, "What is wrong with you?"
I mean,
it's true.
Black,
that wasn't
gay. Here in California,
whoa.
I mean,
heterosexual, rich, Lamborghini outside. I'll tell you guys this story. You know, I went up to Vegas with my Lamborghini. I was chilling with the boys. It was with three other guys. You know, I went to a bar.
So I believe you were 3 guys.
Okay. And I went to a bar. I was chilling with this girl. She was like, "Hey, can you come back to my hotel room to kind of like give me some of your Gok 3000?" I was like, "Sure, let's just do that."
Yeah, I believe you pulled up with 3 other dudes, and it was a Kia Soul. But yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, hey, I drove up in a Lambo. You know, this girl Amaranth was looking like a bad bitch, and she was like, "Hey, can I come ride your disco stick, daddy?" And I was like, "Yeah, come back to my room and let's have some good times, lady."
No. Nobody believes you.
Is this like one of those AI program girlfriend things that you put in the story in and it tells no?
Hey,
I think the AI would have better prose. It would come off more believable.
A lot of technical advancements in there, actually. Oh, God, man. But yeah, Mark Zuckerberg being like, "Yeah, we're not going to censor content anymore." What about all those people that said you were censoring them that were called conspiracy theorists and said they were like Nazis and shit? It's like,
that was then. This is now.
Yeah, it's a new day.
Yeah. Just I might have like accidentally kicked your profile off. I might have actually just suppressed you. Sorry, we're sorry.
Zuckerberg's all like, "I went on Rogan. I'm a human. Come on, guys."
I'm a human.
I like to eat charred meat on my barbecue.
Don't worry. I'm one of you guys. It's like, no, you're not. You're a fucking bought and paid for loser. Oh my goodness. What else is there in terms of movies coming out? The only movies coming out for this month is just Captain Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, not at all.
No.
So you got the
I'm gonna
second
see
Jack
Hard
Quaid
Eyes.
one.
I'm gonna see Hard Eyes.
Yeah, Hard Eyes.
Hard Eyes. I'm watching that. I will watch that. Yep.
That one looks interesting. Love Hurts kind of sounds interesting. I think that one's supposed to open
Love
this
Hurts.
weekend.
That's the one with
second Jack Quaid one.
No, Love Hurts is the Timu Jackie Chan one.
Yeah, it's the
Jack Quaid one is.
You're right. Novocaine's the other one that I was thinking of.
Novocaine is the one you're thinking of. Yeah.
There's Fight or Flight.
Yeah, Love Hurts is the kind of John Wick genre action.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Totally
I'm telling you, and the guy looks like Timu Jackie Chan. He even steals his moves and everything. Like you fight through random objects and shit. Yeah.
It's the Goonies guy.
Yeah. It was what's his name from Raiders or whatever? Not Raiders.
Oh yeah, Short Round from
Short Round.
Yeah, Short Round.
So
but
Captain
the
America
monkey,
4, Hard Eyes, Love Hurts, Last Breath.
Oh yeah, that's a diving movie with it's based on a true story and it has people in it. I can't think right now of that one.
So this is essentially a remake of this. There's another Last Breath here.
The Monkey might be a decent horror movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see the Monkey.
Some of the trailers started to look pretty bad.
You want to see monkeys? Go to the hood. Go to your nearest.
It's not
ghetto.
that type of monkey. This one can play a drum. But yeah, it's based off of Stephen King one, and it's got
a movie called Goat coming up. Okay, I have to watch that because I know I'm a goat.
Did you guys watch Nosferatu? Is it worth the rent?
I liked it, but it kind of depends. Have you seen any of Robert Eggers' other films like The Lighthouse, The Northman, or Vavitch?
I have. Yeah, I watched the Lighthouse and The Northman, and he did Witch too, right?
Yes, did the Northman too.
If you liked those, it's a lot along those lines. It's very kind of slow. Like MSK would not like it.
Watch. I think it's worth one watch, definitely. Like I saw just one time, and I was like, I'm good. I'll probably never watch it again. But it was worth. I thought it was.
I
worth
liked The Lighthouse and Witch, but I wasn't a big fan of Northman. That one was.
It was kind of his attempt at like kind of higher budget, more mainstream. This definitely kind of goes back to like the moody Tony, kind of the Vavitch vibe.
Yeah,
but
they have some really cool camera
it's
work
worth
in it.
seeing.
I'll give them that. Like the camera work in it alone might be worth watching.
He's doing a Resident Evil movie too. He's currently working on that, so I don't know how
would be kind of cool
to do with that kind of action, but he could definitely do horror.
I heard rumors he was doing like a werewolf one at some point in the future too. So.
Oh yeah, werewolves are the big thing right now. There's like 5 werewolf movies that came out in the last 4 months.
Yeah, Wolfman wasn't all that great. Yeah, and what was that one that came out in December?
Werewolves.
Werewolves one. Oh god,
yeah,
that one was a disaster. Like,
but who knows? Maybe they'll get the next one right.
Yeah, they'll just keep trying until they move on to zombies again or whatever else comes around.
What in the world?
Well, the next thing will probably be witches again because of Wicked. Like,
it's always witches, man. Everything's with witches now. Lesbian witches. Hell yeah, sign me up, I guess. Love Hurts. Wait a minute. Oh, I've seen ads for that. It looks pretty interesting. It looks like one of those Asian black comedy movies where he's like, "Oh, I'm an Asian. I beat you up. I do funny thing."
Yeah, I think that's one way of describing it. It's kind of like the sleeper agent thing. You've seen like a million variations on it where, no, we need to reactivate you for this one last thing.
Hell yeah.
You watch it for the stunt scenes and the fighting, see if if it's good. The plot, whatever.
And there'll be some shitty love story behind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always shitty.
Pretty much.
Oh, I saw a lion eating a zebra. Huh. Nature is cruel. Let's see.
True.
Heart Eyes, American Slasher, directed by Josh Rubin. What is Josh Rubin's
that one actually looks pretty good. I got tickets for that for Friday. Like, the Heart Eyes looks
nice.
It could be a fun little, like, it looks like a slasher movie.
Yeah, the trailer looked pretty good. It looked like it was well done.
I hope it's not a trap. I hope it doesn't pull a trap, man. I hope it doesn't. The trailers, you'll watch the movie and then you'll realize, damn, they showed the whole movie in the whole fucking trailer again. Hopefully it's not that.
Maybe. I don't feel like I know the whole story. So
that was my problem with Companion, because Companion was really good, but don't watch the second trailer. Or
that first trailer was like perfect.
Yeah,
I had no clue what was going on, but like the scenes it showed was very intriguing. And then, man, that second trailer dropped, and it's like, oh shit,
dude, it kind of ruined. Like, I mean, it was still a good movie. Like, I would have gave it a much better rating, but that trailer, man, it just ruined some of the big twist in it. And I was like, why did you put this in there, man?
The Witcher, Sirens of the Deep. What in the world? Smurfs. They're really doing a fucking new Smurfs movie.
Why are you so obsessed with Smurfs, man?
You're smurfing like a mother smurfer.
It's a weird thing to be obsessed with, man.
You got Papa Smurf fantasies?
I don't. They're blue. Yeah. What is this? Oh yeah, good job, Paramount. Waste your money on Smurfs movies. Holy shit! Didn't this company just waste $25 million on that monkey movie with that singer or whatever? Yeah, man.
Are you talking about Better Man?
Yeah. What else were we talking
about? That was
109
million. Come on, that wasn't 25 million.
They paid $25 million to like secure the rights to fucking distribute it. Like, fucking hell. It's okay. It's okay, Paramount. Just go out of fucking business.
They're making all their money with Sonic and and all those Yellowstone spinoffs.
Hey,
those were pretty good. Like Landman was surprisingly good.
I heard Landman was good.
I liked most of it, except and the daughter's really hot, but her dialogue that they give her is atrocious. Like the stuff I'm just like, oh god.
I like the one that was what was it, like 18 something with the country stars?
1883. Yeah.
Yeah, to me that was like the live action Oregon Trail movie. Like from the old video game.
Sorry. Vin Diesel's outside. He's asking for his rent.
It's all about family.
Yep.
They haven't even started filming Fast 11, which is supposed to be the last one, because right now they're conflicted on what they want the last movie to be, because that was the last update from Vin Diesel. They want it to he wants it to be like the first few movies where it's street racing. They want it to be like the other ones recently. Jordana Brewster, the sister Mia, she said they hadn't started filming yet. It was supposed to come out next year in 2026, but no, that movie's probably coming out in 2027 at the latest. For the third Miles Morales Spider-Man movie, the actors have said we've not been recording voice lines at all. It's like, what's going on with some of these movies? Are they even hopefully going to happen anytime soon? But hopefully.
The strike kind of pushed back a bunch of things. I'm not sure if this is all related to that, but like last year, the writer's strike or whatever.
The Rotor strike?
Sure.
You
do understand there are people that actually
I put up a preview for Fast 11 in the private chat, if you want to watch that.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you go from him like driving down dams and on the moon to back to just street level shit again?
They need to just go Super Saiyan. Like when Vin Diesel and The Rock team up again in the final one, when they're like, how in Dragon Ball Super, he was fighting up against Jiren in the Tournament of Power, when they were going Super Saiyan Blue in front of him? That needs to happen. They need to go Super Saiyan Blue right in front of the last main villain.
His charger just turns into armor and they start fighting in there.
Oh, God, man. Vin Diesel just needs to go Ultra Instinct and it will all be better. Once he goes full Ultra Instinct, because keep in mind, they already went to space. They dropped a huge bomb in the Vatican. What else more can you do? And keep in mind, some of them are fine. Like I like my favorite ones. I'll do a ranking of them. I've seen all of them, even Hobbs and Shaw. Fast 5, I think, is the best one. I liked Fast 6. I think it was really good. Honestly, I think it's just about as good as Fast 5. The first one is solid. Fast 2 is okay. Oh, man, that's fucking hell. Yeah, anything after like 8 is not good. 8 was not good, really. 9 is just, what the hell is that? What the hell was that? Hobbs and Shaw I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed it. I rewatched it a few times. It's a fun movie. Fast X is just Avengers Infinity War. That's a Fast X Infinity War right there. That is what that movie is. Oh, God. Avengers Endgame Final Battle featuring Dominic Toretto. We have to read the comment section. We have to. Comments probably roasting the fuck out of this thing. Holy shit, man.
There's no way to roast it, man. It's perfect.
It's perfection.
Thanos, I am inevitable. Toretto, and I have family. Thanos may have destroyed half the universe, but nothing can destroy family. The hard cut to him rocking behind the wheel is just a gold edit. Man's got the family stone. After Loki, the scene technically happened somewhere in the multiverse. Dom, this is for family. Groot, I am family. This is canon to me. This is canon. Thanos, you could not live without your own failure. Where did that lead you? Back to me. You don't turn your back. Shit. Oh, God.
It's a pretty good edit.
Oh, God, man. You know what happened on a DA show when he's talking about when he was trying to rate women? I was like, what is the standards this man rates women on? This man's got Rihanna. Ridiculous. This man's got Rihanna as an 8 out of 10. I'm like, bro, you're crackhead. You're tripping, dude. Rihanna is not an 8 out of 10. Rihanna is like a 4, maybe.
And he's like Sydney Sweeney's a 6, or like he's
with makeup.
He keeps lowering it. He keeps lowering it too. It's like, dude. And that guy's opinions on movies and stuff, like he won't even watch Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, what? Like, I like the guy, but I'm like, why are you here critiquing stuff? Because you have some of the worst opinions on movies I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's when people, when we're doing this kind of thing, I need people to have an extensive knowledge of movies through many different genres. Because we're going to talk about
what's a 10 out of 10 for you? What's your extensive knowledge?
Movie that's 10 out of 10 easily. The Thing, Jaws, Lion King, those be the 3 right there. Those are 10 out of 10s to me. Those are
talking about the Favreau live action remake of Lion King.
He has that on repeat, man. Of course.
Yeah, not the animated one, the live action one where you fucking
live action one that didn't have any actual live creatures in it.
It's
essentially
CGI,
a CG movie with desert.
God, man. Perfect movies. Damn. Yeah, I mean, fucking hell. Those three come to my mind immediately. I mean, I would say Spider-Man 2. So superhero related. Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2. The Dark Knight for me would be up there. Not as maybe a masterpiece, but at least 9 out of 10 for those. Fucking hell. I would put Morbius, masterpiece. Eternals.
Okay. You're not being
Eternals.
serious, all right.
Okay.
Cannibal the Musical, Orgasmo.
2007.
All of them are
Rob
awesome.
Zombie's Halloween, masterpiece.
The Prestige, Boondock Saints. Yeah. Orgasmo and them are in the same level as that,
what's
right?
crazy?
No.
I know people shit on this movie. I don't know why it gets shitted on. Jason Statham, The Wrath of Man. I thought that was really good, honestly. The Wrath of Man was really good.
Yeah, for what that movie was, like in that genre, and especially for Statham, I thought that was one of his better action films.
I watched it and I was like, this is really good. It sucks. No one's gonna watch this, but this is great.
What was like Lucky Number 11? That one's good.
That one's pretty fun.
What's the one with Bob Odenkirk? He was doing all those action stunts.
Nobody.
That was great.
Nobody 2 is coming out this year.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I heard they're working on doing a sequel for Violent Night. The Santa saves the family from the.
Oh, speaking of Robert Eggers, did you guys see Last Night with the Dirty Ho?
What?
Last Night in Soho. Did you guys see that?
So you're going to talk about Edgar Wright, not Robert Eggers?
Robert Eggers, God, it's Edgar Wright. Oh my God, I messed up. Yeah.
Yeah. So Last Night in Soho was awesome. What you gonna talk shit on it?
Pretty good.
Yeah, man. I'm an Edgar Wright stan. What can I say? I love those films.
God, man. And she ended up with the black guy. Damn. How dare she ruin her life like that? What other movies? You know what's crazy? I need to go and look at my catalog of fucking movie reviews I did back in the day. Even before I lost my main YouTube channel, I still had a lot of them I never even released to people. God.
I got a lot of movies that I like. They're not exactly like 10 out of 10s, but stuff like Payback, I can always watch that. Like that one's always fun. Payback with Mel Gibson.
I think Predator is one of the best.
The first one, that movie's so good.
That first one, it's like almost perfect.
You can rewatch it right now.
Best handshake in cinema.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, that's what I imagine me and Cyphex doing at the meetup. We have to do that perfect handshake.
Yeah, but it would be like it would be like Arnold grabbing a wet noodle, though. Like it's different.
Whoa! I've been working out recently. I tapped into a whole new level of power. You guys can't even possibly comprehend.
No, you lifted the 5-pound one this time. No, congrats, man.
I don't like you anymore.
Everyone at Planet Fitness cheered.
They turned the lunk alarm on.
I don't like it. Okay. The roasting went all over the place. Oh my God, look at all these videos I never released to the people. Oh my God, dude. Look at all these throwbacks. These were from like long time ago, man. So like these are all numbered because I try to want to find like good content. I reviewed Knives Out. I reviewed Malcolm and Marie. I reviewed every Mission Impossible movie. I reviewed Nobody, all the Predator movies, The Last Duel, Power of the Dog. Don't watch Power of the Dog. That movie's bad. That movie sucks.
You reviewed The Last Duel?
Yeah,
I would be interested in hearing your take on The Last Duel.
I don't think that review is YouTube friendly. What after I was saying about that girl enjoying getting raped, I think I might have to redo it. Not even kidding. I might get me thrown in jail putting that review out. The Requiem, Tick Tick Boom. I thought that was actually a pretty good musical. Honestly, I like that one. Damn, I have episodes from my original podcast still here. Oh my God, no one needs to be watching that. That'll never be revealed. I reviewed Death on the Nile. I reviewed Brightburn.
Damn. I like Brightburn.
Ooh, it had a good
Brightburn
concept.
wasn't too bad. Yeah,
it had a good concept. The
had some cool scenes in it. Yeah,
it's I go so back and forth on that one. I don't hate it. It's one of those movies where it could have been much more than what it was. It just feels kind of lackluster as the movie goes on. I remember, what was the lady who was in Spider-Man 3 was the mother in that movie.
Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of like, we're going to take exactly the Superman story.
Literally Man of Steel.
And literally just write evil stuff when Clark does something good. I mean, that was one thing. It's like, we've seen evil Superman, but this was almost like cut and paste.
This is literally basically cut and paste evil Superman. Yeah.
The
Which
Superman
could be really cool. The potential's there. Sadly, kind of like Madam Web, like both versions that were kind of promised sounded kind of cool. What we got sucked. Don't get me wrong, Brightburn's a lot better than Madam Web, but either like Final Destination with superheroes, that could be cool, or the original one that was a weird concept one. I don't know. Either of those could have been cool, but what we got sucked. But I don't know. It's weird. There's a lot of these concepts that I kind of wish could get remade, but there's no way you can do those.
Hey, I've been hearing they might make it Boondock Saints 3. We'll see if
that
can ever
come
come
out.
out.
You know, I was living in my first apartment. I was living in my first apartment when I did this with Sean. Holy crap, this is Cole. But yeah, these are old movies. Back when I used to look good, hot, and rich, and good looking. Oh my goodness. Mail Day. What the fuck is that? I reviewed every of these movies. I would have to okay, so I could release some of these. The problem here is I have to chop them up a little bit.
Yeah. We'll have to go through the deslurring process. It's cool, man. You can do that.
Yeah, and these movie reviews, and these were reviews that went 40 minutes. We were breaking this shit down to the absolute just good Lord, man. People like that. It's just I'll have to go through and edit a lot of them because a lot of them have words I've said that are not allowed on YouTube anymore. I might have been saying the N word and F word in there, maybe potentially. Fucking hell.
I've tried to make videos before, but I'm not great at the social media video making stuff. It's kind of an art form, and I don't even know how to quite do it well. But yeah, I've always wanted to do like some movie review videos, but it's hard to get everything kind of organized.
Whoa. We reviewed the John Wick movies. I reviewed all of them. So, oh my goodness. I'll go through some of them tonight and see if there's content I could release out of there. Just as long as the audio quality is not bad. We
got that ballerina coming out this year, so the John Wick.
The trailer looked really good, and it didn't look like one of those like women-hating men movies because she had a line and in the trailer that pretty much solidified. I forgot what she said. She said, "Well, I can't beat men or this guy, so I'm gonna have to just become better." Like I think Ana de Armas is a pretty decent actress. I think she has a lot of range, honestly. Man, people saw her in fucking Deep Water sucking on cock. She's got a lot of great work there. Good job, lady.
The problem with the Wick films is I just stopped. Like, it got to the point where by the fourth one, I'm just like, you've killed like 1,000 people, and your motivation to keep doing this is just not there anymore. Like, okay, I get it. They killed your dog. Okay, I get it. The second one, he betrayed you. By the fourth one, I'm just like, you just need to fucking die. You're getting all your friends killed. You're just running around shooting everybody. Apparently, there isn't a cop anywhere in the John Wick world.
I have so much content here. People are going to go, I have content here I never released. I was e-fapping Jeremy's videos back in the day, and I didn't say anything bad about the guy. I like Jeremy. It's just, oh my God. Some of these videos are like hours. I used to e-fap like nerdrotic stuff. Oh my goodness. This is old shit here. It's a lot of old content here. I went for like hours with this stuff. This is like never before seen content. You guys would get this absolute cinema. This is a 6-hour show. What the hell is this? Oh no, that I can't release that one. That's not getting released. This is when I was doing news videos. I was talking about Knives Out 2 and shit like that. Oh, you guys can't see this. Back when I used to look good. Remember? Oh, John Watts, the guy that directed the Tom Holland movies. He was supposed to direct the Fantastic Four movie. Remember that? Long time ago. Yeah, I remember John Watts was supposed to direct the Fantastic Four movie, but he opted to not do it. He went to go direct or write on Final Destination 7. Whatever the fuck that shit is. I would have to put these Oh God, this is quality content here.
Have you thought about Rumble? Just saying. You got content. You need to get hours on Rumble, right?
I don't care.
Could the two possibly work together?
Here, I'll show you guys right now this folder of videos. So it's just me looking at it. I'm not gonna put the audio, but what was I doing in some of these videos? This is just stuff I've never released. Thunderbolts, when I first got announced. Oh, I used to be hot, rich, and good looking. What happened to me? See? These are old. What happened here? What was this one? 44 minutes. What kind of fucking content was I making? What the world? What was I doing? I must have been a crackhead. A lot of this stuff.
Yeah, it must have been.
Holy crap. That was when Jeremy the Courting was like, I'm done with the MCU. What in the world? What's holding Marvel back on X-Men? What videos was I making back in the day? How would I release these videos? I think I should combine them all into one singular big video and call it like News Inception. Oh, because you can't put these out as single videos. There's no way. It just make no sense because there's like it's 5 years late. Grace Randolph being trash as usual.
I mean, that seems like it still holds up. I don't know. What about like a 24-hour stream on Rumble? Just play all your content in a row.
These ones I could probably I can't. I don't think I can play these ones because this is on the Friday the 13th movies. These ones could probably work if I really if I edit them properly. They'll work. But I'm very very good at making quality. Man went from wife beaters to esports jerseys and a Ripper hat. Man, really.
I do miss the wife beater era.
The wife beater era was goated. I'll bring it back this summer. This summer it's gonna come back when I have my guns out. What is this? Melanie Mac. Oh my goodness, no one needs to see that video with me talking about Melanie Mac.
So it's just you simping for Melanie Mac?
Maybe I should not release that as far as what I've said about her recently. That would be not good. Let's just say. I used to like her stuff. I did. I don't know. I people know that. I used to think she was reformed.
Yes to the simping?
No. I did eat this Eric July video. So I did this one. I remember that.
Your original thoughts on Eric July? Oh, you need to release that, sir.
No, definitely not. No, I like the video. I remember I was just tackling his points. This Nerdrotic one, I did like 30 minutes on. I don't think I said anything bad about Gary in that one. I don't say bad things about people. I just disagree with their opinions. Oh my God. This one. This crackhead was knocking at the door and messed my video up. I remember.
Weird. How did you knock at your own door?
This crackhead was talking to me. This one I could release. This one's not that bad. You guys don't need to see this bad content. So some of it was bangers.
Let's just talk about it for a while.
Some of it was bangers. Some of it was absolutely great. Oh God, man, going down memory road. Oh, remember the limited run games controversy with Carolyn who works for the Rippaverse? Remember that one where the brony dude got her fired from limited run games because she had a tweet from years ago that said when women should be safe in their own bathrooms.
How hateful.
How hateful.
Yeah. How terrible. Jeez.
This one was an hour of us debating on Jeremy's video. That one needs to be released. Content. No one wants a dirty monkey Little Mermaid because that was the Haley. What's it called? What's her name? Haley Bailey. That fucking name. All right. I did an EFAP of why 99% of movies are garbage from Chris Gore. That one I can release. That's a timeless classic right there. That doesn't have no expiration date on there. Hollywood needs to stop listening to the mob. That's also Chris Gore. That one I could put out. My setting might be a little bit different because I was in my original apartment then, so I might look a little bit homeless from that point of view.
A little bit more homeless. Fair enough.
What is this? Dragon Ball GT: The Honest Truth. Yeah, some of these I can release now because these are timeless videos. Honestly. Yeah. So some of these I can release. Some of them I would have to legitimately put in to like this big giant multiverse movie of content I could make. It would easily go, if I put it all together, probably go about a good like 10 hours, honestly. If I really put it together. That would be you could literally put that video on and then just play that shit, you know?
Well, like Gray was saying, if you need hours on Rumble, they throw it all in there in one big old huge stream.
Okay, so we probably should talk about that. So Rumble unveiled their creator program. It's bad, if we're being honest here. If you simp for that creator program, you're a fucking idiot. Like, I'm sorry, you're actually just stupid. That program is not good. So essentially, the main requirements are still there from the last creator program. And I didn't think initially it would get even worse, but it looks like it just got even worse than what you could possibly imagine. So let me just bring it up right here. Okay. Breaking. Here we go. Like, and the reason why I told you this, I have my content on Rumble because I have an audience over there that watch it. So they have better analytics now to show that. I'm glad you guys watch the content over there on Rumble. And it's not going to stop. I'm still going to multi-stream over there. But as far as like being a part of the creator program, no, fuck this shit. I have StreamYard. I'm going to get paid through YouTube eventually when this certain thing is gone off my channel because I already qualified for the partnership program. I already have enough hours and shit. And obviously I make enough good content so you guys watch it, obviously. You know, just what I do here. Breaking. Rumble Creator Program launch. Enrollment for the Creator Program starts today. Stream 30 hours in 30 days using Rumble Studio. OBS users can use this. Be a Rumble Premium subscriber. Have at least 100 followers. So you essentially have to like pay to play. You have to be a subscriber of Rumble Premium. Have at least 100 followers. Now, Rumble Premium, let me see how much money that really is. Right here. I can go find it right here. Go ad free. Subscribe now. So you can go $10 a month, or you can go $100 for a year. But it's like, what is the incentive to be a Rumble Premium subscriber outside of just like having no ads? You know? You get exclusive content from Dr. Disrespect and Steven Crowder. It's like, do I really need that? Is that really a incentive? You know? Here's the full one down here. Like, this is just stupid. This is, I'll just say right now, if this is what they made as far as like, this is what they were cooking, yeah, but this is not good. Okay, so we went through all of that. Okay. Requirements to enroll. Eligibility begins on February 4th, 2025, and the program will kick off on March 1st, 2025. In order to enroll, you must meet the following criteria. Creators must have at least 100 total followers. This includes user or channel followers because you guys know how that works. At the time of enrollment and at the time of program kickoff, creators must have streamed at least 30 hours via the Rumble Studio in the last 30 consecutive days prior to their enrollment date via the Rumble Studio. That's just stupid. Why can't I just do this in StreamYard or Restream or OBS or Streamlabs OBS? Why does it have to be in Rumble Studio? That's just so stupid and so unneeded. Why? Just why? That's dumb. That's actually retarded. Creators must have an active Rumble Premium account at the time of enrollment, and it must remain active through the program period. Sign up for Rumble Premium here. So not only do you have to have their version of StreamYard, which is free, I guess, you have to become a premium member. That's just so dumb. If you simp for this, if you think that's actually good, I don't know. You should be aborted, honestly, in my opinion. Ugh. You can track your eligibility here. Go ahead.
Yeah, you said that you do have an audience over there in Rumble. Why not reward them by giving them exclusive Rumble content? And then you could drive more traffic over there by saying, these reviews are too hot for YouTube, but go on over to your Rumble channel. Check them out. Well, just saying.
Great.
You could, reward the people that are sticking with you on the Rumble side.
I will say this. I have nothing exclusive to offer anyone. I'm just myself. I ain't got no exclusivity anything. No, we're already too spicy for YouTube. You think we're going to be way more spicy for Rumble? Touche. Program monetization opportunity. Starting March 1st, creators will have the opportunity to get paid based on 3 factors. Minutes watched. Creators will get paid a portion of the allocated funds based on the watch time of their original content in proportion to other creators enrolled in the program. New Rumble signups. Creators will get compensated for new users brought to the Rumble platform. When a user signs up to Rumble, the first channel they follow will get credit for attracting this user to the platform. Make sure to tell your audience to follow you on Rumble. New subscribers, Rumble can track the source of all Rumble Premium signups. If the source is a creator's channel page, user page, or any content that sign up will be attributed to the creator. This will also include gifted subs. Program requirements. The above program monetization opportunities will only begin to get tracked for compensation starting on March 1st, 2025. So that means the entire month, if you just did content, unless you signed up for that, doesn't matter. Any minutes watched or signups prior to March 1st, 2025 will not count towards the program. In order to remain in the program, the creator must stream 30 hours between March 1st and March 30th, 2025 via the Rumble Studio. In addition, 5 hours of content of the 30 must be streamed to Rumble Premium. This is dumb. This is so bad. Who thought of this and went, you know what? I was cooking there. No, you weren't. You were sniffing the crack pipe. This means that the content will only be viewed to Rumble Premium subscribers. No, creators will only have the ability to stream to Rumble Premium when they are active in the this is just dumb. This is all bad. Refix this whole thing. This is trash. This is actually just straight up giga shit.
Is that 30
it
hours
like it's
going
to make more money with premium?
I mean, do you think, because that's what also the problem too. How does, because they said a lot of the funds from how you're going to get paid is from the Rumble Premium people, right? Well, how much of a percentage is that? How much of the allocated funds are going to go to the people that are in the program? Like, God, man.
Most of it's going to go to Crowder.
They have to pay off that Dr. Disrespect contract. Yeah, the guy that, basically admitted that he was inappropriately messaging a minor. What are we doing here? People said, oh, but he made a video saying he was tricking everybody. It wasn't real. But why would he, if that's true, why would he blatantly admit to doing the wrong thing that everyone accused him of doing? He admitted to what he was doing. He did it. Good enough for me. We need to not be around each other. A grown man messaging. People say, oh, she was 18. That's not been ever confirmed. It's never confirmed her age. She could have been younger than the age you're talking about. So the age of consent is 16. And that's still never even been debated on as far as like if that was the actual age. So
and I gotta be getting out of here, man. I gotta get up early tomorrow.
You're trying to leave me?
Absolutely.
All right. So yeah, Rumble's creator program is trash. That's just not good. Burn that to the ground. Start the whole thing over. Actually, just don't do that. Just people know me. My content will be over there. I don't care if I get paid for it. I never got into this to get paid. I get paid a good amount on my job already, so I'm good. But yeah, we'll start outros anyway. We had a great show with Lunchbox Warren being here for his first time. He fit right perfectly in, being a cringy nerd weirdo like us.
That's right. Since I was born.
Tomorrow we'll have a one-on-one with him later on in the day after I have this other lady on, so it's going to be a good day tomorrow for content. So yeah, we'll start with Gray. What do you got planned coming up that we would like to let the audience know about, sir?
Yeah, released a video to my channel earlier today, and yeah, the Thinkers tomorrow morning. It's people from like 4 different countries and or continents getting together, disagreeing about everything. Tomorrow we have a special guest on who's talking about a real life IRL like crime thing that he was involved in that changed his life. So yeah, come over and get an international perspective on real crime. I don't know. But yeah, over on That Darn Kiddo's channel, YouTube at That Darn Kiddo. That's about all I got going on.
Hell yeah. Lunchbox Warren, do you have anything coming up you would like to let the audience know about?
Yeah, if you search me up on any of the social medias under Lunchbox Warren, you can find me and follow my stuff. I've got the Kickstarter for my second issue of my comic book, The Adventures of Sig and Joe, coming to Kickstarter. I have, right after that's done and fulfilled, I will be doing the Kickstarter for 3, and then after that 4. It's going to be a very active year for me for content, putting out lots of artwork, lots of comics. I've got about 4 to 5 comics planned just this year alone that I would want to be working on, and it's going to be a lot of stuff. So just follow me anywhere. Just search up Lunchbox Warren, and you can find all my stuff.
Hell yeah. And Cyfax, what do you got planned coming up besides banging my wife?
A whole lot of nothing. No, well, tomorrow I probably won't be on Hold My Dual Shock. I might be on the nightcap at 10, and then Friday I'm going to be catching what is it, Hard Eyes. So I'll probably do a review on that. And then Saturday we have the stream for Scream. Yeah, that's what you should call it. No, and then Sunday probably be. I think I'm going to be on with Da when he's watching the Puppy Bowl, and I don't know if they're gonna stream the Super Bowl too. If they do that, I'm just gonna grab some beer and chill with them. If not, I'm gonna go find a place to watch it. I guess I don't know. Maybe find a place I can bet, make it more fun. But that's about it.
Hell yeah! You know, as you guys know, for me, I have content the entire week. So tonight, probably, maybe, depending on how I feel, I'll stream League later on. I have to finish up recording the last part of the vlog that I did earlier today. And Thursday, 2 one-on-ones, Cloud9 podcast. And then I also have on Friday the MSK show with Labs Comic Fan. We're going to be doing a review of DC Absolute Power event right here. And then on Friday, after that, we have to end that like relatively soon because I'm going to have to rewatch Scream because me and Sci-Fax are going to review Scream on Saturday. And then after that, Sunday, Super Bowl. So I'll probably just be taking a break because, man, we just been hitting the content pretty hard until that day. So, yeah, Sunday, no Cloud9 podcast on that day because the Super Bowl Sunday, we'll just do it on Monday with me and James, hopefully, all things considered, right? So, yeah, everything else has been pretty good. I enjoy talking to you, you fucking worthless clout-chasing pieces of shit, honestly, you know?
It's always a pleasure.
I wish the feeling was mutual.
Wow. See, we actively love each other in a way that's not homosexual.
To your dismay.
So, yeah, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night, buddy. Peace.